aggression that we saw in Brisbane when the first test of the last summer, there was the famous James Anderson moment when you...
Famous James Anderson moment.
I'd like to call it the famous James Anderson moment.
Regrettable moment.
Get ready for a broken
Because you and he have history. Like you played at Ramsbottom, didn't you, when
Yeah,
he
the
was
media
playing
like
for
to,
Burnley?
The
Or
media
something.
like to build up we have history. The only history I have is that England kept beating us, and he was a part of England and I was a part of Australia. So
So there was nothing preconceived in that. It wasn't. They wouldn't. When there's a flashpoint, I'm going to step in and show that I'm, got my
No way.
sort of leadership
no way.
pause on this.
You know what's funny? Okay, maybe I hadn't said things exactly what I said to James Anderson, but I'd said, I'd stuck up for my players on a number of occasions, and it hadn't been heard on the stump mic, so nobody's ever spoken about it. So, and again, when I say I regret it, I regret the language I used, and I regret the fact that I said it over the stump mic. So, the last thing I want is boys and girls watching cricket to be going and playing club cricket and saying things like that to opposition players. I think that's unacceptable that the Australian cricket captain is setting that example. I don't regret standing up for George Bailey one bit. I don't regret being extremely honest with James Anderson and telling him what Mitchell Johnson's plan was. I don't regret that. I just regret how everybody heard it and the language I used.
But public perception of you, that almost changed overnight because of that. Did you sense that, or did you think that probably because you won the Test match?
Well, I think it's an insult if that's why it's changed. I understand and respect that some people might have thought, well, we didn't know, Michael had that aggression or anger in him, but it's like what I said before the start of the Ashes series. You can't be judged as a good captain if you win an Ashes series. Over a period of time, you're judged on performance. It can't be about one Test match or 5 Test matches, whether you're good or bad. It's the same as a player. You can't be a bad player when you get 3 ducks and then make 300s and be a legend. This game doesn't work like that. Longevity is the hardest part of our game, and that's how I define greatness. If you can spend a long period of time in your sport and have success over a long period of time, and in cricket in different conditions all around the world, that's how you become a great player. That's why I idolised Brian Lara, Sachin Tendulkar, Shane Warne, Glenn McGrath. These guys are greats, legends of the game, because they've played such a long period of time all around the world, and they've had consistent success. So, If people like me more because I said that to James Anderson, then I think that's very silly. If people think all of a sudden I'm a good captain because I said that to James Anderson, then I think that's silly as well. I think they should judge me on, my individual performances as a player and as a captain. Judge me on my leadership. Judge me on, are we winning games of cricket? Am I trying to get the best out of the team and my teammates? Are we going forward as a team? Because if we're not, it doesn't matter what I say to an individual player, I'm not the right guy to captain.